Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. I am mostly Darklink, and today what I have for you guys is a rail hub system, or more specifically the beginning and end of a rail system. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how this works and then show you how to make it. Alright, so the rail system here is very self-explanatory. So if we have our little rail hub here, what we do is we come up here, we hit this button, minecart pops up, we jump into it, and away we go to our destination. And then if we want to go back, say we're coming back from wherever our destination was, back home, then we just come here, we hit this cactus, our minecart breaks, falls into this hopper, and it brings it into this dropper for us to be able to dispense out again. Very simple. This is all there is to it. The only real redstone is what you need to power your power rails, and of course a button for your dropper. Yeah. Here you go. And I'll go ahead and explain how to make it now. Alright, so what you're going to need is you're going to need one piece of sand, one cactus, one slab, whatever you want building material wise, it just needs to be a slab, two hoppers, one dispenser, one stone button, two building blocks. In this case, I'm using lime terracotta as my building block, and some redstone torches. The redstone torches are going to be for your powered rails, so you're going to need however many that you need to power up your power rails. You can also use redstone blocks or any other continuous source of power there. And then some regular rails. I just grabbed 14. You're going to need however many that you need for how long that your rail system is going to be. I'm using spruce blocks to indicate my entryway pathway, so that's what they're there for. And then some mine carts. Now, if you have the iron, I would suggest getting enough mine carts to fill up your dispenser all the way. Maybe no, your hoppers can store some, so get enough to fill up your dispenser all the way. If not, at least 4, because there are going to be times where you accidentally send your minecart down the rail for whatever reason, you lost it or broke it, and it's just good to have some in the system for when you need them. Alright, so this is fairly simple. All we're going to do is going to dig out a block, put the dispenser facing up like that, dig out 2 blocks next to it, hold shift, and we're going to put a hopper into the dispenser, sorry, not the dropper, and then another hopper to that one, and then building block on the sides of our dispenser like so. That one gets the button, and actually this building block is supposed to be up like that. And the reason for this is so that way when the minecart pops up, it's going to immediately shoot off. If you don't have this block here, you're just going to be sitting here going nowhere. And speaking of which, now we're going to put a powered rail on top of our dispenser like so. And then we need our regular rails here. I'm going to put one on top of that hopper. And before I forget, we're going to have a piece of sand here, the cactus on top of that, and the slab on top of the cactus. Now what the slab is doing, 1, it's preventing the cactus from growing any further. 2, it's making it so you don't get hurt, but the minecart will go flying right into it and thus break and go into our little collection system here. And then I'm just going to build our little pathway here. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have some rails, and this should be long enough. Now, I do have over here, it goes into a couple power rails and goes out, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. The downside to something like this is it's rather slow. I like this one for the aesthetic, And two, I like going at the max speed you can. Now, if you didn't know, unless they've changed it, it's been a while. Generally, what you want to do is every 8 blocks you put a power rail, and that's on a straight line. If you have any bends or breaks, I'll generally do it every sixth, sometimes even every fifth, depending on how many twists and turns I have, and that's just to keep it going fast. So what we're going to do actually is I'm going to put a power rail right here. And then just for aesthetic purposes, this one's not needed. I just like the symmetry. Put another one there. Okay. I'm going to not break the ground that I need. And then we're going to just turn. Now you want it to turn and come over like this, but you want there to be a 1 block gap at first until we turn it out to our destination like so. And that is so we can come here and these two don't connect up. Now it's important that these don't connect up, because if they do, then when we're coming back, instead of hitting the cactus, we're going to hit this wall right here, making our intake rail a bit pointless. And that's it. Now we just need some minecarts here. Just go ahead and throw those in. And now it's ready to go. Simple. Thank you for joining me for another Minecraft tutorial. If you like this one or you want to see any others, please give this video a like and give me a subscribe. And until next time, see ya.